iGun Pro. What a great app this is. It's been around for over 8 years, and for a mobile game, it still holds up great today. For those of you who aren't familiar with iGun Pro, it's a free app that you can download on your phone where you collect coins by opening the app every day, watching videos, completing Tapjoy stuff, or just flat out buying coins to purchase and collect close to 400 real-life guns and tons of different camos for almost all of them. Not only that, but you can fire them with or without unlimited ammo, adjust the amount of recoil, the shell speed, and even add slow motion. Not only that, but if you want to learn more about any particular gun you're firing, well, you can totally do that straight from the menu. If you haven't tried this app and you like guns, then this is a home run. Now, did it ever need a sequel? Well, the developers, Crimson Moon Entertainment, after 8 years, finally decided to make a sequel. I let it sit for a few days before finally deciding to try it out. How was it? Well, I noticed 6 major flaws that caused me to delete this piece of garbage in less than 3 minutes, before I even fired a single bullet. It was that bad. So, what are all these flaws that made me abandon ship on iGun Pro 2 in less than 3 minutes? Well, let's get into that. Number 1, this game treats you like an idiot. When you boot up the game for the first time, it shoves tutorial notices in your face. It holds your hand and walks you through step by step how to do everything, including the social aspects of the game, which the original had none of, by the way, and other completely useless aspects of the game. Clearly, the developers have no confidence in their players having any intuition whatsoever about gun building apps, and feel the need to guide the player through every last aspect of how these kinds of apps work. It gets annoying fast and really kills the game before it's even begun. Crimson Moon, this one's on you. Number 2. Overcomplicating what should be a simple concept. Instead of simply trying to collect guns and camos, now it's all about adding attachments, customization, showing off customized guns you've made in contests, seriously, what the fuck, and a leveling system for each gun that we'll come back to later. I found the layout of this app to be outright confusing and not user-friendly at all. This is nothing at all like the clean and simple layout of the original iGun Pro. See? Look at that. Simple, easy to navigate, and easily accessible. That's the way it should be. Number 3, supply drops. I'm sure COD fans will love this one. You have what this game calls crates that you open to get random loot from. God, of all the things to rip off from modern COD games, Crimson Moon, why this? This is something I'm used to in Call of Duty, but not this. This is different. This pissed me off and made me want to shoot somebody on the development team. Instead of being able to get whatever you wanted in iGun Pro without having to spend real money on it, this game wants to nickel and dime you. Screw that noise. Number 4, customization. This actually isn't a bad concept, and it can work really well, except the way Crimson Moon handled it just butchered the whole thing. Instead of adding attachments and camos and firing them for fun and just to see what all you can do with different weapons, they turned it into a social shitfest. You enter your guns in contests where other people vote on them, and the devs are pushing you to do this by adding rewards for voting in the forms of in-game currency. First of all, why the hell should I care what other people think of the way I design my guns, and since when did people enter guns in contests? This is another part of what killed the game for me. Number 5, multiple forms of in-game currency. So not only do we have coins, but we have rubies? What the hell do I use those for? Well, I'm never going to find out, and frankly, I don't care what they're for, but the point is, there doesn't need to be more than one form of currency in a game. It's just scumbag game design to get more money from microtransactions. Who did you take inspiration from, Crimson Moon? Activision? RobTop? And finally, number 6, guns have levels. Okay, I can understand this concept in any first-person shooter game, because there, it actually makes sense. You're shooting people, your gun gains new stuff the more people you kill with it. That's fair, and it works. Now, what the hell is this? There is no good reason to have levels on every individual gun in a game like this. You just don't do that! That doesn't make me want to figure out how to level them up, and this is what crossed the line for me. I have no tolerance for dick brain decision making like this that flat out ruins the sequel to one of the best apps ever made for mobile platforms. This, again, is just scumbag game design at its finest. This is completely unacceptable. It is painfully obvious that the development team did not care one bit about what made the original iGun Pro so successful and made a game that seems like it wasn't even made to target anyone that played the original iGun Pro. Do yourself a favor and don't even bother with this garbage, because if Crimson Moon didn't give a single fuck, then why should you? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.